Well, thank you very much for joining us here on the programme. Always a pleasure to talk to you. We now move on once again, where Belarus has freed 52 political prisoners, according to Lithuanian President Gitanas Nause, who has credited US efforts in securing their release. He added the prisoners, that included 6 Lithuanians, have safely crossed the border, and also expressed gratitude to US President Donald Trump and Washington for their role. The Lithuanian president has welcomed the release, but urged more action, noting that over 1,000 political prisoners still remain in Belarusian jails. Let's listen in to some statements made by the Lithuanian president on the issue.
Paleisti 52 kaliniai, opozicijos veikėjai, žurnalistai, protestų dalyviai, užsienio valstybių piliečiai kalėję Baltarusijos kalėjimuose. Džiugu, kad tarp išlaisvintųjų yra 6 Lietuvos piliečiai. Kartu, nors šiandien galime džiaugtis iš Baltarusijos kalėjimo paleistais žmonėmis, vis dėlto privalome nepamiršti, kad kaimyninėje šalyje yra vis dar įkalinta 1000 politinių kalinių, tarp jų ir lietuviai. Todėl norėčiau dar kartą perspėti visus Lietuvos piliečius, jeigu nėra būtinybės, susilaikyti nuo kelionių į Baltarusiją.
Moreover, Belarus National News Agency has reported that 14 foreign nationals were among those freed, including Lithuanians, Latvians, Poles, Germans, a French citizen and a British citizen. Meanwhile, Belarus opposition leader Svetlana Tsikhanouskaya, who is currently in exile in Lithuania, has welcomed the release of prisoners, but she warned that easing US sanctions on Belarus could help Russia acquire parts, and noted that only less than 4% of prisoners have been freed, arguing that there is no real change from President Lukashenko. We're now joined by John Rosamondo, and he is the president of Viking Research Associates, and he joins us live from Washington, D.C. John, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
What do you make of this deal, John? Of course, prisoners have been released, but it also, critics would maybe say that Donald Trump seems to be getting close to Alexander Lukashenko, who is a known authoritarian. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's called diplomacy. I mean, I think everybody's known for decades that Lukashenko is a thug, an authoritarian, and so forth, and that he enabled the invasion of Ukraine by the Russians. But, you know, if you're trying to get a peace deal, you need to have political capital in order to use Lukashenko to maybe lean on Vladimir Putin to bring an end to the war. But I think it's good to hear that these prisoners have been released, but I think that more pressure needs to be put on Lukashenko to work on Putin.
Yes, and what do you think of the possibility of Putin possibly gaining from this deal, of Donald Trump lifting those sanctions on that Belarusian airline?
Well, I think that the thing about Donald Trump is he's a horse trader. He gives carrots and sticks. He gets what he wants. He gives them carrots. If he doesn't, as has happened, in the spat with India, he gives sticks. So I think this is just part of Trump's negotiation style.
Yes, John Rosamondo, thank you very much for joining us here on the program. Pleasure to talk to you. We now move over to